It's the Benz Brunani womanist. Baby boys, baby girls, you need to hear this. If you sit down, receive this realness. Make sure your cup's ready for the tea, we are go sip it, yo. Hard time scrolling for your long shorts. You might learn something you never know. Collect you fine, and she's one of a kind. Don't say you're mine, say you're mine.
Yo, 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 what's up, It's your girl KC up in these streets. What? No, sorry, I don't even have enough energy to pull that off like I will. I am tired. So let's move on. We were talking this week about the Black Angel card, the midwife, and then the Five of Cups came up because some of you just don't want to really come out of this slump that you're in, this disappointment that you're in, this dip that you're in. You don't want to let it go. Because this is showing that you're fixating on it. You're either fixating on the disappointment or you are focusing on work to distract yourself from doing the work of healing. And the reason that we know that you need to heal is because the bottom of the deck, you had the Star card. What's interesting is the bottom of the deck, you had the Star card, but also the next card after that, boom. Eight of Cups, walking away from disappointment. So everything is still telling you, walk away from disappointment, go to something better. But you stubborn people, you want to chuck your head there and continue being sad. Heal, fam, please. Bros, sis, non-binaries, please. Please heal. Otherwise, this card will keep coming up for us. And like I said, if this card comes up next week, you're going to have to drop me your location. Whoever you guys are that keeps drawing this card out with your emotions and your energies, you're going to have to drop your location because we're going to have conversations. But the Star card is talking about after the destruction, after all the pain and the burning of the tower, eventually we've got to heal. We've got to pour water into our physical realm, pour intellectual water, spiritual water into our physical realm to heal. And we've got to pour water into our spirit world as well and heal there as well, like heal the internal world as well as the external world. You can see this figure naked. And actually, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this, but when I really feel like I need to do serious prayer, like serious prayer, I do my prayer naked. I do my prayer naked and just submit myself to all that is. And I encourage you, if you are really stuck in this, if you're truly stuck in this feeling of emotion, of regret and loss and disappointment and grief, I implore you to find time to strip yourself naked and just pray. You don't have to be religious. Just pray. Just say out loud all of the things that are burdening your soul, that makes you feel so heavy. Say it out loud and just ask for healing. Ask for healing to make its way over to you and just do it naked, free of everything. And then after that, just have a bath. Have a bath and just cleanse yourself and get on with your day or get into bed and just sleep. You need it because this keeps coming back up. And I put it back in the deck when I was shuffling for the episode today and it flew back out. So it's a strong message. But healing is possible. There is hope. You will make it through. This is card 17. So we're coming to the end. We're coming to the end of the major arcanas. So you're coming to the end. This is the healing part. Let yourself heal. And even healing is painful. I know that because when a scab is forming, it's itchy and it's uncomfortable, but you need to let it form so your skin can heal underneath. That's a very wild reaching analogy, but you get what I mean. Allow for the scab to form so the healing can start taking place underneath. The scab will fall away. You'll have new skin. You're ready to go again. You're regenerated. Allow for yourself to heal because holding on to it, it's just a lot, fam. It's truly a lot. Moving on. Donald Trump, not even Trump, Donald Trump is in Britain at the moment. And I would like him to fuck off. I'd like him to fuck off because he hasn't got anything to say. Like, fam, go and focus on free healthcare for your country, for your citizens. Go and let children... Go and give the children that you've separated from their parents. Go and give them the fuck back. How about that? gun control in your country. Why don't you focus on gun control so children aren't getting shot up and killed every other day of the week? Focus on that. But you, my guy, want to open your mouth and come over to England talking about, oh, Brexit is a flop, Theresa May is a flop, which I agree. I agree with all of those points. Theresa May is a flop. I totally agree. But how dare you? Because if Theresa May is a flop, you are a greater flop. You are a floppity flop. Yeah? Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, because your house is literally burning down. Like, America is a fucking shit show, but you want to come and open your mouth about Britain? Are you mad? I'm disappointed that nobody has let me have a conversation with Donald Trump. I would love to sit across from him and tell him about himself, because nobody is telling him about himself, and I don't understand why. Someone just needs to sit him down and be like, guy, you're a mess. You're a fucking mess. All you are is a celebrity. You're not cut out to be a president, because you're so insecure, and your ego is what you worship, not God, not nothing else. You don't care about this country. You'll never put this country first. Your ego comes first all of the time. So you don't need to be in this in this position. Nobody wants to impeach the motherfucker. Everyone's just letting him run amok. Now, my issue is with the number of people that went out to go and protest Trump being here. It's so interesting to me how you all have the vim to go and protest Trump, but when the things that are happening in your country, you stay quiet. Grenfell, where were you, man, at Grenfell? You all kept quiet because obviously that's black people. So you black and brown people, you don't care about them too much. All the other things that's been happening, all the police brutality that's happened in this country, where were you guys? Nowhere, because again, black and brown people, you don't care. Don't care about none of that. But you'll show up and go outside to protest Trump because you know you like protesting for shit that doesn't matter. You protesting, you letting Trump know that you don't want him to be here is stupid, because at the end of the day, when they get those optics, all they're going to see is thousands of people came out to see Donald Trump. Thousands of people came out to let it be known that they didn't want Trump to be here. You're not upsetting him. As far as he's concerned, people came out for him. You came out for him. And you like to do those things because there's no big impact, and you can show that, oh, I'm a good person and I care about things being done. Woo. But when the things need to really get done, you're not there to be seen. You're at home pretending that none of it is happening. And to me, that's just extremely wild. If you consider yourself to be an ally, show the fuck up for the things that you need to show the fuck up for. Everyone in this country, as in Britain, they're so quick to be like, oh, look how terrible America is. America is so bad. America is so racist. Donald Trump is so terrible. Open your fucking eyes and focus on your own country. When have you come out in your droves to protest Theresa May? When have you come out in your droves to protest the Tory leadership? You haven't done that, but you want to open your mouth. You've got all of the energy. You want to open your long throats to talk about Trump. As much as I fucking hate Trump, focus on your fucking priorities. Focus on that. Because your priorities are so skewed that... Yeah, they are. Your priorities are so skewed that you would put all of this energy into something that doesn't matter, because it's not going to impact any real change, because Trump is going to go home at some point. He has got a return ticket to return to wherever he came from. He has. And you know he's going to go home. So why waste your breath? Why? When your breath could be used supporting movements that actually matter, like, I don't know, the Black Lives Matter movement, that would be wonderful. But no, you guys are still busy seeing them as a terrorist organization. So that doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. It just makes me sad how people do these kind of play protests, is what I'd call them. You know that no real harm is going to come to you, but then you have the cheek to turn around and be like, oh, why aren't you out here protesting Trump? Bitch, because I'm out here protesting by being fucking alive. That's what I'm doing. I'm out here protesting by making my weekly podcast. I'm out here protesting by tweeting and doing all of the things that I do in my daily life. You can be out there in them streets in your white skin because nothing is going to happen to you. I rock up with you and it's going to be a problem. There are many, many ways to protest, and I protest about the things that fucking matter to me. You want to be out there doing your pretend protest, do that. But I'm not with it. And I just feel like Britain needs to get to the point where it's not focused on, oh, America is so terrible. Look how terrible America is, and focus on how terrible Britain is. Britain has a heck of a lot of problems that I've spoken about on this show many, many times. And I ask you to focus the fuck on that and not on the shit that literally does not matter. Fuck Trump. Fuck Theresa May. Fuck Boris Johnson. Fuck everybody. Fuck them. Fuck them. Work needs to be done, and we need to do true work. And speaking about things that are going to help the people that you are closest to or you are around. I don't even want to say closest to, because some people are so myopic, and that's how we're pretty much in this situation when white people are like, oh, well, Kathy and Linda are by me. They seem happy. So the world is fine. The world is great. That Danny Dyer interview that he had with Piers Morgan, where he kept saying twat, I love the energy, but at the same time, I clocked that my guy voted leave. So you are a raging racist, Danny Dyer, clearly. You wanted to leave. You don't even know why you wanted to leave. And that's why I call you a racist, because you don't know why you wanted Brexit. You don't know why. But the propaganda was probably why. The xenophobic propaganda was probably why you voted to leave the EU. And so now, no one knows what's going on, and yet he's still being praised because he's on Piers Morgan. I enjoyed the fact that he told Piers Morgan about himself, and he was calling David Cameron all of the names. I loved all of that, calling David Cameron a twat. I enjoyed all of that with all of my heart. But at the same time, I'm not in support of Danny Dyer either, because you voted for something that you knew nothing about. And the reason you voted for it was because they tapped into what? They tapped into your inherent hatred of anything that isn't white. And they sold that to you. They repackaged it for you. That isn't white English. They repackaged for you. And they were like, immigrants, immigrants, immigrants. You fell for it. And now everyone's looking crazy. Nobody knows what's happening. Everyone's looking wild. And then you can now be on TV talking about, oh, well, what the fuck is Brexit? What is Brexit? None of us know. That twat that told us to vote, that twat that brought it in, he's got his trotters up in France somewhere relaxing. As much as all of that's true, baby boy, you still did what you did. And I'm glad that all of you now, all of you disillusioned, jaded people are getting what you deserve, in that you are now like, oh my God, we'd actually lose quite a lot by being part of this. We're not as great as we thought. It isn't coming home. Wow. What now? Well, that's what you deserve. Karma. Karma. Karma is never a bitch. Karma just gives you exactly what you deserve. So there you go. And so that's it for this week's extra content. Thank you so much, patrons. I love you all. I proper enjoy all the support that you give me. It's wonderful. That was terrible. I couldn't even decide on where I was, what region I was from. Anyway, thank you. I've been Kelechi Okafor. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you next week. Peace.
It's the Benz Punani womanist, baby boys, baby girls, you need to hear this. You sit down, receive this realness. Make sure your cup's ready for the tea, we are go sip it, yo. Hard time scrolling for your long shorts. You might learn something you never know. Collect you fine, and she's one of a kind. Don't say you're mine, say you're mine.